I might be in the minority here, and I'm certainly in the minority in my own house, but I love New Year's resolutions.
My resolution is to be more fun.
And I don't know why I never thought of this before, but like, why don't teachers have classroom New Year's resolutions? So not only do I think you should do this, I want to talk to you about how you should do this and how I can almost guarantee you will find success in this. How many of you, like, you started this school year and you had a vision, you had a thought, you had a plan of what this was going to look like, what it was going to feel like. Maybe it's your first year in the classroom and you just thought you had this vision while you were in college, while you were learning to become a teacher of what this would look like. And right now, it is about as far away from that as you could possibly imagine. And so you slide like face first into winter break, and you're just hoping that that is going to resurrect your spirit, and you go back to into the classroom and feel like 100% again and actually get after it.
Yeah, that never happens.
One, it's a common problem or a common issue amongst teachers. Even teachers that have been teaching for several years or maybe many years and switched to a new school. And so one, you're not alone in that idea. Teaching, like I say all the time, is a craft, and it takes time to get better at it. But I think where folks go wrong, with making New Year's resolutions, I think the reason that My Planet Fitness, non-affiliated video, is packed to the gills. Like, I'm talking, you can't get on a treadmill unless you run behind somebody, which is weird. In those first couple of weeks of the new year, and then dead, I mean, like, it is a warehouse for purple exercise furniture by the third and fourth week of the new year. It's because everyone went too hard. Everyone decided they're going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go every single day of the week to the gym and go hard, bro. But then they forgot that they can't lift that much weight, or they haven't exercised in a year, and then they give up. One of the keys for making, in my experience, successful New Year's resolutions is to start incredibly small. So if you are thinking about making New Year's resolutions for your classroom, the first thing I would suggest is to only pick 1 or 2 areas. I know there's so many shiny things out there. I know there's so much stuff that looks attractive, but picking 1 to 2 things helps you significantly increase your effectiveness and your ability to actually stick to it. So I read in a book one time, I'm gonna blank on the name of the book now, but this guy was talking about if you wanted to start flossing your teeth. How do you start flossing your teeth? You start flossing your teeth by flossing between 2 teeth every day. Now, most of you have way more than 2 teeth.
The hell you talking about, boy?
And if you think about flossing all of your teeth, it's like, Mitch Hedberg used to have a joke about this, where he says, like,
people who smoke cigarettes and say, man, you don't know how hard it is to quit smoking. Yes, I do. It's as hard as it is to start flossing.
And that is true. Starting to floss is not easy. I don't know what it is about it, it's just difficult. But if you just had to floss between 2 teeth, like, anybody can do that. And you can do it in an instant at the end of the day. But once you got the floss out, once you already did 2 teeth, well, I might as well do like the one next to it, or the one next to it, or the one next to it. And before you know it, you're like flossing your teeth. But the minimum buy-in is so low that you can do it. And I've done this for tons of stuff in my life. In 2019, I ran every day for a year, and every day I only had to run 1 mile. That was it. Now, that is very difficult for some people, and I'd been running for years, so that was pretty low threshold for me. Last year, felt like I needed to connect with my wife more, so instead of having a whole bunch of date nights or really elaborate date nights, our job was to go out 1 day a week on Fridays, call it a date night, put it on the calendar, and that's it. I could count on one hand how many times we didn't do that last year, but it's because the threshold was so low.
Keep expectations low.
The next piece is to break those items down. So if you have classroom management, if you have organization, if you have classroom decor, connecting with students more, whatever that idea is that you want to get better at, you break that into only 1 to 2 areas. So if you want to redo your room because you spent a little bit too much time on Pinterest over the winter break, or you love seeing everyone's classrooms on Instagram. I love great classrooms. It is it's not shameful. I'm not ashamed of it. I really like creative spaces.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Instead of looking at your whole room, pick a corner, pick a wall, pick one area to make really pop, and then build from there. And that's that simple. It's picking only 1 to 2 areas And in those 1 to 2 areas, picking 1 to 2 things that you can improve upon this year, and then gauge it at the end of the year. Because hopefully this is a long career, and each year you're gonna get better and better and better at the things that you do. You will build momentum over time until you become the teacher that you dreamed of being when you were younger. If you know somebody that needs some help, please consider sending them the link or sending them this video, because my friends, teaching is a communal activity and we're all in this together. That's it for now. Peace.